So welcome to another Saturday Decks Revisited episode where I'm sort of flicking through decks that I've found in my collection which either haven't featured at all on the channel or haven't featured in a long time, and they sort of date back to when I had a slightly lower quality camera, or maybe they featured as part of a larger episode and may have sort of got lost in the conversation. So we're going through some 10th edition decks here because I've got all 5 of those. So these were theme decks from 10th edition. They're 40 card decks, and we're on to the red one. So each of these I have in their own little box with the original box still as well. They fit quite nicely into these sort of 60 card boxes because they are only 40 card decks and they're all sort of sleeved up, ready to go. So yeah, here's the original Kamahl's Temper box. And in addition to the deck, they also came with the Hall of Fame card that they were doing at the time, like a stats card. And all of the inserts in here, these deck guides, were all identical. So they all had like a colour pie thing on one side, which went through the colour pie, and then on the other side they had a deck listing basically. Now 10th edition was still all, so it was a core set, but it was still all reprints as well. So we hadn't gone into the era of 50/50 reprint sets yet for core sets. So let's have a look through here. I've stacked the deck, as you can see with these. I've been very careful with this. Aesthetically, all the decks are in sleeves for their relevant colour, as I'm sure people have spotted already, and I've obviously mentioned. So yeah, I've just reorganised these into basically I've got the 2 rares at the top because these came with 2 rares, and then the remaining 38 cards in these are just in casting cost order, so we can get an idea of the curve. At this point as well, the decks were 40 cards for the core sets. So core sets were 40 cards. Other theme decks for other sets that weren't core sets were 60. It was only when we got into, what was it? I think they did it in Shards of Alara when they first started doing, around that time. So sometime between Shards of Alara itself and M10 was when they introduced the 41 card intro deck. Right, so Kamahl Pit Fighter. 4 and 2 red, 6/1 legendary creature, human barbarian's got haste, and you can tap it to deal 3 damage to target creature or player. 6/1. The other rare is Beacon of Destruction, which is 3, 2 red, deals 5 damage to target creature or player, and you shuffle it back into its owner's library. So this is one of those cycle of beacons. Okay, starting off at the bottom of our curve, we got Shock, so it deals 2 damage. We have a Raging Goblin, haste 1/1 for 1. We have an X, red spell here, which is Blaze, so X damage to target creature or player. There's an Incinerate in the deck, so 1 and a red, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. The creature dealt damage can't be regenerated this turn, and there are actually a couple of those. Spitting Earth, 1 and a red, deals damage equal to the number of mountains you control to target creature. Very helpful in a mono red deck, as this is. All of these, all 5 decks were monocoloured decks. There's a couple of those. We've got a Viashino Sand Scout, so 1 and a red for a 2/1 with haste, and at the end of turn it goes back to its owner's hand. Yep, the ubiquitous version of a Lucky Charm that was around this set, which was, this is the red one, the Dragon Claw. We've got Bloodrock Cyclops, 200 red 3/3. Attacks each turn if able. A couple of those in the deck. Begarden Fire Fiend. It's 200 red for a 2/1. And it's put into a graveyard from play. It deals 2 damage to target creature. A couple of those. So yeah, you probably notice here lots of 2-ofs, 1-ofs. We'll see if there's any 3-ofs in here. Prodigal Pyromancer, 200 red, 1/1, taps for 1 damage. There's a Threaten, 200 red, sorcery, untap target creature and gain control of it until end of turn. That creature gains haste until end of turn. It's very much a red thing in terms of stealing creatures just for the duration of the turn. 3-drop, Phyrexian Vault. Yep, sack outlet, tap it, 2, tap it, sack a net creature, draw a card. Got Lightning Elemental, a 4/1 for 3 and a red with haste. And there are 2 of those. Furnace Whelp in here. So 2/2 for 4, does have flying. And it's also got fire breathing for a single red. So you can, if you've got plenty of red, you can get it to breathe increasing amounts of fire. +1, +0. 3, 2 red, 4/3 with haste. It's a giant, and we actually have 2 of those. So yeah, the most we've got copies of in this deck of anything is just 2-ofs. So high variance there. Now, what have we got for our basic lands? Well, of course, all mountains because it's mono red. And here's the artwork. So, first piece of artwork, we have, what is it? Looks like might be 5 copies. Second piece, nice artwork in this set. What was that, 4, I think? Third piece, the 4 of, and the 4th piece. So yep, 4 pieces of artwork. Excellent. Yeah, and this one looks like it must be coming from Ravnica. So great thing with core sets, you know, they can pull down from, you know, other sets, the artwork, you know, reuse it, as I suppose other sets do as well. But you obviously see that, you know, often nice thing I used about core sets is there would be artwork that I'd fondly remember. But then also, you know, you can get some sets where they might, you know, produce a land specifically for that set. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that revisit to Kamahl's Temper. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.